time tonight for night 2 of the 2026 NFL Draft. Oh, man, we already got comments in here. Rob is not joining us immediately. He's occupied at the moment. Yo, what's up? We still got 3 minutes until, man, look at that. This is definitely, I know, finally on time, right? This is definitely the earliest we've ever started one of these streams. Typically a late broadcast, but obviously last night there was some moving pieces, and Cincinnati didn't have a pick anyway, so it's whatever. Tonight, Cincinnati does have a few picks, so we'll go through. Can I ever say that if Jason Tatum ever becomes a topic on this here podcast, that I've been kidnapped and being held against my will, and it's either a clone of me or not, or I have a gun to my head. So no, tonight's not about Jason Tatum. It's about the NFL draft. At a certain point, I'm going to just ignore the comments that are coming through here. LeBron, yeah, not the GOAT for the record. That's okay. MJ's GOAT. Make that clear. LeBron, yeah. All right. Thank you for everyone who's in here. I'm sure no correlate Go Bills lover one. Is it going to be Denzel Boston time? That's the question. Why not Jason Tatum? Because this is a football podcast. And also Jason Tatum's irrelevant. Not even a Celtics fan. Come on now. So random. Yes. So when Denzel Boston doesn't go number 35 overall here to the Buffalo Bills, I'm expecting a crash out in this here comment section. We are a minute away from the Niners being on the clock. Denzel Boston is we I'll pull up the big board here. Actually, we got Denzel Boston as a firm second rounder on our board right now. So, I don't know. At this point in the draft, I think it's about where his value is. I think he moves a little bit better for his size than people give him credit for. I think he'll go pretty early here. I wouldn't be surprised if San Francisco takes him at 33. Let me know if you can hear. I got the TV playing over here. If it's picking up too much audio, let me know. I'll turn it down. You see, I love the clips they show of all the guys that get drafted. Obviously, great moment for them, very positive, but none of them are as good as Dexter Lawrence. Let's be clear. Here. You know what? Just to get it out of the way, I'll give you 5 seconds here. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there you go. Back to the big board here. All right. It's 4 o'clock. Draft should be starting any second now. Goodell should be out here. Just I don't know if I said this already. Probably going to end the stream a little bit after the Bengals pick, unless Rob jumps on at that point. If he can carry it to the end, we'll let him. Otherwise, we'll be on our way out, probably around 6:30 to 7-ish. I almost said 6 or 7-ish. And I know how that would go over. LeBron, Tyrone, Jamal. Zachariah Branch. What if Zachariah Branch goes to the Bills instead? What if a non-Denzel Boston receiver goes to the Bills? Honestly, I don't even think Denzel Boston would be the best pick for the Bills. I think Cade McDonald would make a lot more sense. Yeah. 6'7". Flip that. Cheese toast. Lovely. You can tell it's middle school brain rot in this comment section right now, which, I mean, I'm not shocked by. I will delete comments, by the way, guys. Especially ones that make me want to throw up. There we go. Oh, they got Pat McAfee front and center. Of course they do. Hopefully my stream's not too far behind. Yeah, it was horrible. A terrible song. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult you, but it was a terrible song. I appreciate the effort. The effort. What is Pat McAfee flexing? What is he doing? Before the actual draft starts, I just kind of sit here. Yeah, this is just wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow's the long one. Tomorrow I was dead at the end of yesterday, but there won't be any interruptions tomorrow. So I'm committing. All the beat was fine. The beat was good. The beat was solid. All right, who's the Niners going to select? I want to hear a prediction here in the comments section. Who are the Niners picking here? Oh, I got to shave. Cheese toes. That's right. That's not even how you spell toes. It's Toes. Come on. There we go. Niners are on the clock. 7 minutes. Okay. You see, I got some beef here because I know they shortened it to make the draft shorter, which, fine, whatever. But like, I got home at like, I missed most of the draft last night. It was kind of a bummer. Tyrone, Niners picking Tyrone here. I don't know who Tyrone is. I don't think he's available. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I got Tyrone on the board here. Let's see. Tyrone. Yeah, no Tyrone. So get out of here with that. There's a Taiwan. Taiwan Malone from Ohio State. That'd be a reach though. He's an undrafted guy. 6'7" original. Okay. Taiwan Malone. Actually, let me see if I can pull up my profile here. I do have a Taiwan Malone profile here. Yeah, Taiwan Malone. Here we go. Hold on. I gotta change my screen here. Let's see. Hold on. Stop screen. Okay, that's fine. Share screen. Can I do? Here we go. There we go. Show this. I do have a profile here for Taiwan Malone. So that's as close as you're going to get. I'm sorry. Taiwan Malone Jr., defense tackle from Ohio State. Right, let's get back to the board here. Oh, wait. This one tap. Let's see. Alrighty. I'll pull up the draft because if I have it on the tracker, it spoils the picks, and I don't want to. I want to react live to them as they pop up. That reminds me, is my phone do not disturb? My phone was not do not disturb. Now it is. Gotta get live reactions here, of course. It can't be Denzel Boston, the Niners. Just for the crash out here in the comments section. Denzel Boston, the Niners. It's the Niners' first pick. I don't know. They might go offensive line as well. There's still some alignment available. It is the Mr. Gleason. That's accurate. I can see offensive line. Pregnon would make a lot of sense for San Francisco. I actually think Houston should go. If they're going to go guard, I mean, I had Rutledge all the way down here at the round 3 grade. Pregnon was right there. I think they should have gone in that direction, honestly, last night. McDonald, I don't think the Niners really need. The Niners could improve the interior, I suppose. Jermon McCoy's not healthy, man. His don't test the spin. Jermon McCoy's knees are toast, man. Like I saw a report that he might end up being a single contract player, which you're not drafting that on day 2. I'm sorry. I love the talent. Like I like if he was healthy, I'd say absolutely. But if he was healthy, he would have gone last. Is that a 6-7 in the comment section? 49er. Hey, Niners are on the board here. Jermon McCoy. Are we just spamming Jermon McCoy in the chat? I think the Niners would draft. I'd be pretty stunned by that. Let's see. I heard the Niners trying to trade down, so we'll see if they're able to pull that off here. If not, I bet it's Boston. Would be my guess. Hey, there's a Joe Burrow jersey in the crowd. Love to see that. Joe Burrow, the best quarterback in the NFL, as we all know. Had to see the reaction there. We all know Joe Burrow's the best, right? I mean, it's just a fact. Definitely not saying that because we got a Ravens and a Bills fan in the comment section right now. Okay. All right, 2 minutes left. All right, Niners. Hey, you said okay. That means you're agreeing. Josh Allen sucks. He doesn't suck. He's right. He's fine. You know, he's good enough to get you to the second round of the playoffs and then have 4 turnovers. Oh, Niners pick is in. Boston's gone. All right, Denzel Boston, you are a San Francisco 49er. Let's see it. I love it for my boy, too. I love it for my boy. Peace. All right. They gonna announce some pick here. Niners, Empire, and Toledo. Why they got a Ohio 49ers? The 49ers transferring to or transferring. The portals fried my brain. They're relocating to Ohio, to Toledo, Ohio, apparently. By GV23 Arizona. I know who you are, but I don't want to say your name. Pick is in. Are they going to get Roger out there to announce this gosh dang pick, man? Denzel Boston, come on. Break Bills fans' heart here in the comment section. Here we go. I don't got any sponsors for the podcast, unfortunately, but I am drinking a probiotic Pepsi here. Sugar-free. It's pretty good. Josh Allen, the worst QB. That's not true. Lamar Jackson's way worse. Andy Lee. Man, I remember Andy Lee. Denzel Boston. Here we go. You see, it would already be on the screen. It would have been spoiled by now if I was on the other tab. Jalen Hurts is trash, bro. Dejon Stribling? The heck? That's a terrible pick. I have him with a 4th round grade. What is San Francisco doing? Stribling? That's a terrible pick. I'm sorry to any Niners fans watching. That's an awful pick. All right, Cardinals aren't taking Boston, so maybe I guess Boston's going to be a Bill after all. Stribling, what a horrible pick. What a horrible pick. He's way down the board for me. My goodness. Almost don't even have him on the board. I mean, he's got talent. He's got size. There are things that Deshaun Stribling does well. I don't want to make it seem like he's going to be this awful player, but I do not see it at 33. Like, he would have been a fun day 3 flyer. All right, Cardinals pick is this Carson Beck? I heard rumors they were targeting Beck. If this is Beck, I'm sorry. That's an awful pick. Well, let's start with back-to-back awful picks. Just keep passing the defensive players down to Cincinnati. I'm not going to complain about that. Jalen Hurts is bad. Jalen Hurts is a bad quarterback. I'm sorry. And I know who this is, by the way. Oh, man. The Bills aren't even going to take Denzel Boston, man. Hines. Highest drafted Arizona. Oh, Arizona running back. I was like, Saquon Barkley was the second overall pick 8 years ago. Here we go. Cards pick in. Here we go. Carson Beck would be so funny. This would be so funny if it's Carson Beck. James Conner's announcing the pick after he gets replaced by Jeremiah Love last night. That's crazy. That's wild. I guess it makes sense. James Conner, though. He's a Pittsburgh guy. Uh-oh. My stream's... Oh, we're back. We're back. Chase Basantis. All right. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I don't hate that. It's about the range. I prefer Pregnon if we're taking a guard, but Cardinals needed in like line help so badly. That it makes sense actually. It actually makes a lot of sense for them. And now nothing was stopping the Bills from drafting Denzel Boston except themselves. They could stop themselves from drafting Denzel Boston after all, either with a trade down here or just not taking him. Which I think not taking him is the funniest. The funniest outcome for sure. All right. Oh, I've been updating the banners. My goodness. San Francisco's on the clock anymore. And Arizona. Sorry, I'm dealing like 18 things at once here. Arizona selects Chase Basantis. Guard. Texas A&M. There we go. Updated banner now. Bills are still on the clock. Oh, they're trading down. They're trading down. They're trading down. I just think that's such a shot. If you're going to draft, there were better receivers on the board for San Francisco. If you're going to draft a receiver, draft a good one. All right, Bills pick is in. I would have done Pregnon if I'm the Cardinals. I'm not going to lie. All right, Buffalo's on the clock here. Anthony does like to rage bait me. He has a really good time with that. Buffalo is on the clock. Let's see what direction they go in here. Is it gonna be Boston? Oh, Mel Kiper just said Denzel Boston. Oh, he also just said Traden Stukes. We'll see. They're just saying names right now. Oh, here we go. Jim Kelly, legend. Oh, never mind. Shane Conlon. Looks like Jim Kelly. Oh, TJ Parker. That's a great pick. That's a fantastic pick for Buffalo. No, he's not Denzel Boston, but that's an excellent pick for Buffalo. I would be very happy with that if I was Bills fan. That's an excellent pick. Great explosiveness, great athlete. Production dropped a little bit this year, but I mean, he's a stud, dude. I would be very happy with that pick if I was a Bills fan. And you know what? Maybe the NFL just hates Denzel Boston. Maybe he'll be available. I'll throw that up there. Buffalo selects TJ Parker. All right, Las Vegas. It's about to be on the clock. That's a great pick. He was definitely. I mean, I had him as a second round grade, but a high second round grade. I really like TJ Parker. Oh man. Oh, they're going commercial. It's actually great timing. Allows me to update all my sheets here. So I appreciate the comments went crazy. I'll answer all the comments here in a second. 1 second. All right, 12 comments. Yes. No. Eric hates the Bills. No. Dude, TJ Parker's a great player. I want to say TJ Parker came in a little higher than Denzel Boston on my top 100 too. Oh, Raiders traded down again. Houston is now on the clock. Oh, I've been updating the dang it, there's so much stuff to update here. All right. Some of the stuff we're gonna have to live with. Houston's on the clock. All right, let's see. Let's update the ticker here. Yeah, excuse me. Just strong dribbling. Chase Basantis. Bills pick is in. Or not Bills. Texans pick is in. TJ Parker. Update that. Houston is on clock. No, I know where you live. That's kind of weird. I don't want to go around saying that. You're depressed. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Don't be depressed. TJ Parker's a really good player. You don't be depressed. I think it's a better pick than Denzel Boston, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Houston is on the clock. Did Raiders go Boston? Texans gotta get Caden McDonald here, right? This is such an obvious Caden McDonald spot. We're only 5 picks away from Cincinnati getting their first pick of this year NFL draft. Let's see if I can find the trade terms here. Trade terms without this has got to be Caden McDonald. Cincinnati's on the horizon. That's kind of cool. Oh, very nice. Yep. See, that's the pick they should have made last night. Honestly, that's such a better pick than Keelan Rutledge. I'm sorry, Keelan Rutledge was a terrible pick. But I really like it. McDonald's value there. Second round grade for sure, but the top defense tackle on the board. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Corners are still falling. Corners are still falling, so one will be there for Cincinnati in all likelihood. Giants. What do the Giants do with their third pick of the weekend? Cheese toes is Jackson. Very nice. Giants have their third pick here coming up. Receiver makes a ton of sense. Denzel Boston. This might be Denzel Boston territory. We look at the best receivers available here. Chris Bell also has second round grade for us. A couple other receivers here, second round grades or third round grades. One shocked me. And Deshaun Stribling that was a pick, that's for sure. That was certainly a pick. Houston's trading up a lot. I don't know how I feel about all these trades they're making for guys that I'm like not extremely inspired by. Like I like Cade McDonald, don't get me wrong, and I think this is good value for him. But I don't know. Makes you wonder. Are they trading up because they feel like they need to? Like, are these guys that the NFL just values more than I do? Obviously, I don't know. He's going to a really good defense, though. That's going to support him very, very well. Let's see, Houston. Oh, jeez. All right, Giants pick is in. Denzel Boston. Just gonna keep saying Denzel Boston until it happens. I do wonder what direction Cleveland goes here at 39. That'll be an interesting pick because I mean last night they really had two big needs: tackle and receiver, and we drafted a tackle and a receiver. So they could double down on one of those positions. I don't think that's a bad move, but I don't know what other directions they could go. They could go interior, I suppose, build up depth behind the guys they have right now. could go defense for sure, even though their defense is in a really good spot. We'll see. It'll be interesting.
How would you describe this? It was emotional, man. Coming up with the meeting, I'm just so blessed, I'm so thankful, I'm just so emotional. Like, where I came from, it was a blessing.
It really is so fun to watch you experience this. You know that this Texans defense is a force to be reckoned with. How would you make it day by day?
It's rough to make it easier for the defense. We all go together. It's so fun. Appreciate it.
Say Giants are on the clock. Giants are on the clock here. Let's see. I honestly say TJ Parker is probably the best pick of the draft. So, of the whole draft of the second round. Jeremiah Love or Ruben Bates the best pick of the whole draft. That's for sure. All right. Let's announce this Giants pick. They're 4 picks away from Cincinnati having their first pick of the draft. It'll probably. My guess is corner. I'm go on the record right now and say my guess is corner. Just a matter of which corner they end up picking. You could see Colton Hood if he's there. Avion Terrell would make a lot of sense. I think Cisse would be one they're intrigued by, even though I wouldn't love it. Colton Hood, there we go. One of the guys I would have loved for Cincinnati here in a few picks. That makes a lot of sense, though. I'm not. Makes a ton of sense. I thought he would go last night, so I'm not upset by it. It happens. All right. This might start the run on corners here. 237 to Tennessee or to yeah, you can't see it on your end, but I have like 8 different spreadsheets open right now, and I'm updating every single one as the picks come in. I'm kind of a freak like that. Excuse me. Oh man, it is that season. I'd say New York's having an excellent draft so far. Arvell Reese, Francis Mauigoa, and Colton Hood. Excellent picks. Let's see. Raiders. Las Vegas is on the clock. Their pick is in. Raiders. The Raiders. A lot of directions they can go in. BMW. Yeah. Here we go. They're kind of zooming through these picks right now. Sorry, the 6th pick in, I guess, 30 minutes. Matt Miller. Bye-bye.
Flowers, tell your lover, and remind her that with a 38 in the 2026
Yeah.
NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Trayden Stoops.
Trayden Stooks, U of A off the board. Let's go. Dang, there's their Teron Johnson replace. Or, I mean, actually, that's Teron Johnson supplement right there. That's a guy I think Cincinnati might have been targeting with their 41st pick. I don't love Trayden Stooks as much as a lot of people do. I think his athletic testing is it's good. It's a little deceptive. His age is a concern. Breakout age is certainly a concern. I don't think it's a bad pick. I'm not gonna say it's a bad pick. But it takes the temptation off the board for Cincinnati, which I'm not upset by. He is a Raiders type though, that's for sure. All right, Browns pick is in. Rated 38.
You're watching the 2026
First U of A player goes before the first Husky. There you go. All right, Cincinnati, we're on the horizon. I can see your name on the board now. Where would I go here for Cincinnati? I mean, I would go Jacob Rodriguez, but I don't think that's the direction they're going to go. Honestly, I think they're probably going to go corner. Would be my guess. All right, don't love that. Bullhead's gone now. Zion Young. Clark. Who's Clark? Bud Clark. Interesting. I just got a message about what Cincinnati's board could look like here at 41. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in love with it. When am I ever in love with their board? Of course, they draft bad players, so you know what? Maybe they should listen. Should listen to me more often. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're officially in Cassius Howell watch, is what I'll say. Again, don't love that. What's up, Pandemonium? Yeah, I think we're in Cassius Howell watch here, which would not be my favorite pick. If that's the direction we're going, I'd prefer to. I'll say that. Let's see what's picking there. What the hell? All right, let's see where the Browns going here. I hope that info I just shot is not true. I'll just say that. Joe Payton.
With the 39th pick, 2026 NFL draft, Cleveland Browns select Denzel Ball.
Denzel Boston is a Brown. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Hey, there you go. Denzel Boston off the board. They did double up, just like I said. Double up on her. It makes sense. It makes sense. They probably needed to, honestly. Doubled up on receivers. Oh, jeez. I'm eating. Nice. That's tasty. Kansas City's on the clock, and then Cincinnati is up after that. Although, again, based on some info I just got, I certainly hope that they're thinking about trade down. That's all I'll say. Denzel Boston, happy for him that he got picked. Not happy for him going to Cleveland because poor guy. 239. All right. Brad Chiefs staking and picking. Their pick's already in. Look at that. Dang, they're already announcing the pick too. Jeez. All right, Bengals are on the clock unless they trade down, which is honestly what I hope they do here. Unless we got faulty info, which I wouldn't complain about. Usually means they might make a better pick. R. Mason Thomas. There you go. All right, a guy that I didn't think Cincinnati was going to be targeting anyways. He's a true pass rusher. Can definitely give him that. He got a lot of juice off the edge. I think he'll the size is definitely a concern there. I don't, it doesn't possess a great size, but he provides juice, good pass rush technique. He's got the tools to be successful in the league, but that size, he's only 6'2". If you're gonna be 6'2" and you don't have the power that a guy like Ruben Bain has, which he doesn't, I think the path to being not a bust, but not as effective as one might think is there. All right, Cincinnati approaching trade down. I really, really hope so. The board's actually fallen very well for them. Like a lot of the top corners are still there. A lot of the linebackers are pretty much all still there. Like the board's fallen basically perfectly for Cincinnati. I think they should absolutely be approaching a trade down spot, but we'll see. Cincinnati pick is in. All right, I think this is gonna be a terrible. I don't know who it's gonna be. I don't know who it's gonna be, but we'll see. I know it's gonna be a defensive player. How about that? All right, who's the Bengals' first pick of the draft gonna be? Here we go. My guess is corner Brandon Cisse. That's my guess. Maybe Cassius Howell. It's gonna be Cisse or Cassius Howell, and I wouldn't love either pick. Cassius Howell. Well, there's your edge rusher. It's not terrible, I guess. I don't know. I'm uninspired. So small. Testing wasn't fantastic. Production's there, I guess. Another A&M edge. So now where's the linebacker going to come? Because they still need a corner. Like, I know you don't want to limit yourself from a positional standpoint, and maybe this is just true BPA. I do prefer to Cisse. I will say that. I prefer Cassius Howell to Cisse.
The entire league last year, and that was much very interesting that they lost inside the division. But they rebuilding that defense now, offense for launch, and they make this selection here. And the New Orleans Saints took the wide receiver Jordan Tyson in round one last night, and round two, Jake Haynes in. We're going to pour you in that.
It's like the opposite of Shamar Stewart, which is kind of funny, actually. Christian Miller. All right. A guy that I wasn't a huge fan of, so I'm all right with that. Christian Miller. Oop. There we go. Cassius Howell. I don't know. I just there were players I liked way better on the board. It's not even that I hate Howell. I don't. He's a fine player, but there were just guys I liked a lot better there. Now I don't mind. I do not hate continuing to prioritize the defensive front, getting after the quarterback. I do not hate that at all. But they need a linebacker so bad, and now they're hoping for probably round 4 corner, which is fine. There might be some value there. Actually, that gives me some time to update some of these spreadsheets that I've been updating. Well, all right, Cincinnati, Cassius Howell. It's so funny because he's so different from what they've been doing for their tackles, and I think that kind of convinces me that they would have been in too, for sure. So Tampa Bay, you can thank Cincinnati trading down. I think that's what he got. I think he would have been a Bengal if he was available. It's not terrible. I don't know. It's fine. That is a pure pass rusher right there, though. That's for sure. Are you going to play him off the ball, maybe? See if you can play him a little off ball? I like it better than Demetrius Knight. If we're comparing their 2 second-round picks, I definitely like Howell more and Demetrius Knight. That's for sure. Miami is on the clock. Let's see. We had a second round grade on Howell. The measurables with Howell scare me so much. Is the only thing. The production's there. I mean, if you want to go in a different direction than what they went with Shamar Stewart, 100%, this is it. Forget the fact they're both Texas A&M edge rushers. Cash Howell is about as different as you can get. I haven't been updating the ticker at all, really. Oh, sure. Yeah. That's what I would have gone with for Cincinnati. Don't love that. I love Jacob Rodriguez, man. He's such a good player. I gotta update the ticker. I'm gonna update the ticker. Jacob Rodriguez. He's a stud, man. He would have been such a good man. But apparently they're not prioritizing linebacker at all. I mean, and don't get me wrong, prioritizing pass rush isn't a bad call. I get it. But I don't know. I think the measurables scare me a little bit with Howell, which I've said a few times, obviously. He tested well, don't get me wrong, but size isn't great. Arm length is bad. Got tiny arms. Doesn't have the power profile that a guy like Ruben Bain has to make up for the tiny arms. So, I don't know. I just have a lot of questions with that pick. But he's not a bad player. He could be good. I like him better than Schmarsh, too. A second round grade on Howell, a third round grade on Stewart. So, it's already better than last year, I guess. Yeah. I heard Detroit moved up to 44 here, so I don't know why it's still saying the Jets. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right. As soon as I say is when it pops up. I can update Jacob Rodriguez on the consensus board here. I guess you got to hope a linebacker or a corner. My concern now is they had a big need a linebacker and corner. I thought, okay, naturally you're going to get one of them at 41 and one of them at 72, and now that's not a possibility. What direction does Detroit go here? I prefer Howard Cecil. So between the two, I think they've been the better. Calvin Johnson, Megatron in the building. Derek Moore kept him in Michigan. I like Derek. Power profile is excellent on Derek Moore. I liked him better than Cassius. As you can see by the board. Excellent power profile. Dominated at the scene. Just was putting guys on their butts that entire weekend. That entire week, really. He gets low moving costs. Low moving costs, as they say on the here we go. I can update the ticker here. Detroit. Where does Baltimore go here? Back. Nice. Baltimore. I will say it's a very not Bengals pick. In the sense that they love their big athletic defensive ends without a lot of production. Moore is not, or not, sorry, Cassius Howell, not big. Athletic, he is athletic, but he's not big. But he's actually productive and has some pass rushing juice, has some skill set there to get off blocks. Again, just not a very Bengals pick, which again, in this case is a good thing, but it still is like, I don't know. It's did I get Derek Moore here? Okay, yeah. I don't think I got him here though. I did not. Okay. Word of advice for anyone at home: don't follow the draft on 8 different spreadsheets. All right, we're back. All right, Ravens. Who are the Ravens gonna pick? Probably stud. Jake Golday. Oh gosh. Watch me, Jake Golday. I just realized I got all these media assets I can be using, and I'm not right now. Here, this is my It's me from the got all these media assets I can be using this whole time. I've been neglecting them. Oh, I do wonder what direction Cincinnati decides to go at 72 now, because they need a linebacker and a corner. They neglected both spots. And again, I don't hate addressing BPA, but now I'm like, crap, who's our linebacker gonna be? Mark Ingram. That's the guy they call for the Ravens, really? As much as I hate the Ravens, I respect this little kid saying Steelers suck in Pittsburgh. I respect the hell out of that. Oh, I didn't have this going. Dang, they're taking freaking free time and answer this pick, man. Oh, I didn't update. I found the last spreadsheet I didn't update yet. So interesting. He was slightly below Cassius Howell on the board. He's big, 6'6", 262. He's got some pass rush juice to him. He just plays strong, great power profile. A little bit of a run on edge defenders here right now. Let me Zion Young, Baltimore. Zion Young. SEC, Missouri. Zion. Tampa, after they won last night, getting Ruben Bain.
Take off my post hat and put on my. How about that? All right, Bucks with the 46th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft. I am very, very happy to say this tonight.
Oh, back-to-back Missouri defenders. Josiah Trotter. I play with Cam. Nice. Josiah Trotter. Back-to-back picks here for or back-to-back Missouri defenders here. That's fun. He's a linebacker I would have been targeting in third round for Cincinnati at this rate. However, again, I had guys higher than him. He's just a thumper, downhill player. Not great in coverage, but he flies around the ball. He's a fun player. It's a fun player to watch. It was fun film study with him. I'm surprised if they went linebacker that Golday was the pick there, but Pittsburgh is on the clock. They passed up they trading up for Carson Beck. I'd love that. That'd be awesome. Web Trotter here. Yeah, I have backers available, but he's a fun player. You know, finish the night with Jake Golday and I'll be happy. There's no way it's a quarterback, right? If this is Carson Beck, I'm dying laughing. Oh, please let it be a quarterback. Oh, that'd be the funniest pick ever. I love that. I would freaking love if this is Carson Beck. Be a quarterback. Be a quarterback. It's not going to be a quarterback. Jeremy. Hey, that's another one of my guys there. Good for Jeremy, man. Former Husky. What around? Two former 2022 Husky recruits. Members of the 2023 National Championship team for Washington. Both going in this second round here. That's awesome. Good for Jeremy, man. As for grade, he's a third round pick. Athleticism's fine. He's shifty. Great route runner. Love his ability to get separation. Love what he can do with the ball in his hands. But the athleticism is just okay. He'll be a slot receiver in the NFL. I think he'll be a productive one as well. But I don't see him developing into like this elite player. As much as I love him. I love the player. I love the guy. Don't necessarily think he's going to be like a stud at the next level. But I just said Jeremy Bernard Corner from Alabama on that little graphic there. That's not accurate. He's a wide receiver. But good for Jeremy, man. Good for him. Atlanta's making their first pick of the drafts. That's another place I'm surprised hasn't hosted a draft yet. Atlanta. Best available receiver per the consensus board right now is Chris Bell. It's coming off ACL. So much for that late buzz that he could be a first rounder. Oh, I didn't cross Boston. That's there. Falcons on the clock. Their pick is in. Update the ticker here to it. That's side Trotter. Oh well, ticker was already updated. Huh, look at that. Getting behind on how far behind I am.
To do it seen going in the first round, I really do believe that. So when you trade away Dexter Lawrence and still get this guy to add to your pass rush, it's pretty freaking awesome. You're good. So this is a steal for me to get Cassius Howell, and to do it right after the Chiefs took R. Mason Thomas is pretty interesting. But here comes Christian Miller.
But you're still going to pay every single dollar like he has. But again, it's technique based. You can't just go, hey. Trade up. High 60th percentile of their roster is going to turn over in the next 18 months. That's what happens when you get a new GM, new head coach. That's where we're going to see it. With Derek Moore, better version on the field.
Strict length thresholds. Not that R. Mason is like super long, but Cassius is like, and again, this is not me speaking. I'm not really a length matters guy, clearly. I'm not gonna. Moving on. Moving on. Andy is. So I think Cassius probably would have fit more with Buffalo, weirdly, than Kansas City.
Oh, look at the jacket lining. Let's go.
Speaking of Cassius Howell.
Didn't last long. One hit. Oh, fastball. Yeah, big energy, lax length. There you go. That's what we're saying, pretty much. Very similar profile to R. Mason Thomas. I think a better profile in terms of production, certainly. Because Cassius Howell, 41 pressures to R. Thomas is 28. More hurries, more batted passes. That was the one that killed me.
AV on Terrell. He teams up with his brother. That's so cool, man. I love that, dude. That's so cool.
That's right.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I don't know if that's ever happened before. That is so cool. Oh, man. I respect the hell out of Atlanta for doing that, man. And you know what? Avion Terrell is also just a damn good player. But that's so cool. How many guys have said they could play with their brother in the NFL? That's so cool. That's awesome. Avion Terrell. And imagine he ends up being like a stud, too. Like you have two starting corners and their brothers. That's got to be the first time that's ever happened. That's so awesome, man. Credit, honestly, I mean, shout out Atlanta for even doing that or even thinking about doing that because that's such a cool moment for those guys. My goodness. And he's a good player too. This isn't even just like, oh, that's a nice moment. Like it is a great moment. Don't get me wrong, but it's like he's also just good. Testing wasn't fantastic, but I know he was hurt for a lot of the pre-draft process, so I think that's part of it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there. Oh, I misspelled Avion there. I apologize, Avion, if you're listening. You're not. Avion, there we go. He's just a damn good football player too, man. Disruptive. At the catch point. That was a great knack for getting his ball in hand in there. Like the passes defense, he got 25 passes defense in 3 years. Like that's excellent. Didn't have a ton of picks, but that's okay. I mean, if you're disruptive, if you're able to make an impact in the passing game, I mean, that's what you're looking for. I mean, picks are great, but do your job, right? That's just an awesome. I love that pick, man. I love the pick for the player. I love the pick for what it represents. That's so cool. Oh, Minnesota's trading down. Who they pay? The Panthers. They only trade down a few spots. Carolina is on the clock. Here we go. I mean, and Atlanta's getting a first-round player here at this stage as well. He was firm first-round grade for us. Good. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Carolina pick is in. Carolina taking here. Tight end. I guess they could go. It's not really tight end. Taking edge run. Akis. Oh, I didn't knock Zion Young off the board for best available. Is there anyone else I've forgotten? McNeil Warren. Lee Hunter. Traded up a little. That's fine. I like Lee Hunter. I don't know. He's fun. He's a fun, very disruptive player at that nose tackle position. Kind of, we say he's like a orange with arms and legs. In how he's built, he's a weird body type. It's fun. That's interesting. I like his play. His testing was bad. His overall movement was really rough in the pre-draft process, but it didn't sound like NFL teams were too turned off by that. This is about the range for him, so not too surprised. Carolina, Lee Hunter. Post 49. Interesting draft so far. Yeah. We got trading up. It's not that. It's not. This is not anti Lee Hunter. I don't know if I love trading up. New York Jets are on the clock. Carson Beck. Wouldn't that be something? Is there anything I missed recently? Indy, Denver. No tight ends have gone. Only one offensive lineman. Yeah, there's running interior guys. A lot of edge rushers have gone so far today. Only a handful of linebackers, which might be a good thing for Cincinnati. Jets pick is in. Let's see where they go with this. We got the Vikings and the Packers. And the Packers finally make their first pick. Then after that, Colts finally make their first pick.
Get a lot of passes batted down. You're like, they're not throwing over the top. It doesn't matter that they're tall. So again, short arms, a lot of batted passes. Missed tackle percentage, 11.1, which is very good for an edge. 21 stops. It's not so much against the run. It's not that he doesn't give
Neither one of
effort
these
or
guys,
energy.
Armason and Cassius, both aren't great against.
They're not leverage guys on the edge. A lot of times you'll hear us sit on the podcast and talk about, sawed off rushers off the edge who can really sort of get under tackles. They are shorter. Neither one are short. They're both.
Two of the NFL draft, the 13th busier one of the NFL. They had 3 selections. Last night they took David Bailey, the next rusher at number 2 overall. And then he thought they were just a wide receiver who had 16 instead. They went for the first play, he took in Kansas City. Out of the second, so he was a good selection. They made a trade late in the night and moved up these spots from number 33 to number 30, where they took wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr.
Jets, Jets. All right, Jake Golday is the guy at honestly any of those 3 linebackers, Golday, Allen, or Hill. I'd take any of them for sure. At Golday would be a pick. But I'm now afraid that they're going to keep going. They're going to. D'Angelo Pons, my guy. Oh, I love D'Angelo Pons, dude. Oh, man, that's fun. Hey, if you're looking for ball production, which the Jets desperately need, that's an excellent pick. He is so fun. He's just tiny. That's his problem. But he is such a good player, man. That's almost a perfect pick for what the Jets need. D'Angelo Pons is a Jet. Wow, I love that. That is so cool. Great pick there for the Jets. I'm freaking stoked for that one. I'm acting like he's like my buddy, my friend or something. No, he's not. I don't know the guy, but he's just a damn good football player, man. I love that he went top 50. He's just so talented. I would have loved for Cincinnati to get him, obviously, but I'm just stoked that he went this high. He's so good. He's going to be such a good player for them there. Him and Deshaun. I mean, you got 2 guys that would probably be better suited for the nickel, unfortunately. I don't know. Maybe Deshaun starts playing outside a little bit more. I don't know. Or Pons plays outside. I mean, it's really his size that makes it make more sense for him to stay in the slot. But he's a stud. That's an awesome pick. That's freaking awesome. Good for D'Angelo, man. I feel like I've been missing a bunch of picks on this board here. Lee Hunter. No, Lee Hunter was last pick. Avion Terrell I had. Jeremy Bernard I had. Josiah Trotter. Jeremy Bernard. Did I have Trotter? Yeah, okay, I had both those guys. All right. I need to say. Back-to-back Indiana guys. Vikings are on the clock here. Where are they going? McNeil Warren make a lot of sense for them here. That'd be my guess. I'm saying McNeil Warren's my guess. Oh no, Golday, no. Oh, okay. Now I'm firmly in corner round 3. Oh man, that's what you miss when you go off the board. That's what you miss. That's what you miss. Oh, I love Jake Golday, man. That's awesome pick for Minnesota. Him and Ivan Pace. I got 2 Cincinnati backers in there now. Gosh, Jake Golday is such a good player, man. Just a true Sam backer. Star backer. Don't want to offend our good friend Rob Jokinen. True star backer. Village Archer going to third. This rate though is going to be guys in the third. I mean, if you get Cisse in the third, that's where I feel like I can. I'm surprised they didn't go McNeil Warren, honestly. I mean, I think Cincinnati could be targeting. Green Bay is on the clock. Let's see, I think I got a couple here. Oh no, I've been pretty good. I'm getting a little better, knock on wood, at keeping ticker updated. By the way, no ticker. Not because I don't want one, just I'm not gonna be able to run for that for 7 rounds. I'll have a ticker, but it'll be like what round we're in, not updating every single pick. Packers, Colts, Eagles. Jake Golday, good football player, man. That's fun. That's fun for Minnesota. I think they got a good pick. I actually kind of like. I don't necessarily love the value that Minnesota got with their first pick, but I like Caleb Banks a lot. He's a good player. As for I feel like the draft just kind of snuck up on us this year. Well, I haven't had as much time to make sure all my boards are perfect. Cisse is, I believe, the top guy on the consensus board, still left at corner. At linebacker, you're looking at C.J. Allen. You're looking at Anthony Hill. Oh, we got some comments here. Let me see. I've been ignoring the comments. Lions champs or chumps? Miller and Moore. I do not love Miller. Miller, I was not a huge fan of that pick. Moore, I'm more behind. I like Derek Moore's pass rush profile a lot. I think there's some talent there for sure. I think he makes a lot of sense paired with Aiden Hutchinson. Miller, I'm not as big a fan. And I get you need to take a tackle. Obviously, you're moving Sewell over the left side. You kind of need a guy with right side experience and yeah. But you see, we had Miller as a third round grade, middle of third round grade. So I'm not a huge fan of that. The Rams taking Ty Simpson is still hilarious to me. I can't get behind that pick at all. I'm sorry. Not that I'm sure you're complaining too much about that. Especially the Seattle folks. Seattle faithful definitely aren't going to be complaining about that either. Especially for where they're at in their timeline. Bengals 20 picks away. Brandon Cisse, there you go. Just talking about him as being available at talked about him being available way down the board, and yeah, he obviously was not. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's second rounder. We had a second round grade on him. He goes in the second round. I think that's fair value. I'm not upset by that. I mean, he's similar to a lot of South Carolina DBs. You can see the athleticism. My concern, I mean, he wasn't an every down player for him, which it's like if you can't be an every down player in college, how are you gonna be an every down player in the NFL? There are concerns. There are concerns there. Indianapolis is on the clock. Will they stay on the clock this time? That is the question. But I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you got, Green Bay's done such a good job of building up that whole defense, but also that secondary. It just makes a lot of sense. I can get behind that pick for Green Bay. Oh, McAfee. What? What is he on about? All right, there you go. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's... CJ Allen, yeah, I mean, this is about that. I mean, yeah, you get CJ Allen here. It makes a lot of sense. Oops. CJ Allen. He had a rough year this year. I'm not gonna lie. Now the athletic tool, I don't know, but it seemed like they were gonna be there. This time a year ago, he was a no doubt first round. Was not good this year. Had a really bad pre-draft process. Tape showed some concerns as tackling, getting off blocks, which obviously you have to be able to do as a linebacker. Oh, linebacker's not looking so hot. I mean, Caleb Larmsor, you get Caleb Larmsor tomorrow, and all of a sudden I feel a little bit better about it. Anthony Hill's still there. He might be still there at 71. I'm starting to think corner at 72 is going to be the play if it's not going to be Hill. McCoy's interesting. I mean, McNeil Warren will be interesting there. Keith Abney, Keontae Scott. Like there's names. There's names. That's still 19 minutes away, so I should be already preparing as if ooh. Athletic freak, dude. Former quarterback actually here. He literally jumped out of the building in Indianapolis, set the record for highest combine vertical jump. And that's at like a, solid size too. Like he's 6'4". Not massive by tight end standards, but certainly not small. So as a jump ball guy, that makes a ton of sense. He's athletic. He's not a true tight end. He's a guy that's gonna, I mean, let's be real. He's gonna be a Mike Gesicki slot guy, which is fine. Like there's value there for sure. Oh, I haven't updated this thing. CJ Allen to the. Oh, we got a trade. Trade pick the Patriots. CJ Allen to the Colts. Let's get in there. Patriots. Patriots on the clock. They traded up here.
Testing challenges.
A lot of stuff that I've been updating. Patriots trade up here.
You're watching the 2026 NFL Draft. Example time.
Decidedly defensive affair. 17 of the 22 picks so far into the second round have been defensive players. The New England Patriots have moved up here to spot number 55 with the announcement that their selection to the voice of the NFL is going to approach.
Jonathan Grenard just got traded to the Vikings, or from the Vikings to the Eagles. That's fun.
For 250 years, soldiers have answered the call. Winning independence here, Missouri. Since 1941, the U.S. government supported several representative families.
Back picks. -798 now. All right, here we go, Patriots. Oh, my bad. That's the round 3 ticker. Abe Akis. That's a fun player. Another player similar to Derek Moore, just an excellent power profile. Great size. Oh, dang it. Clicked the wrong one. Actually, let me pull up my notes on Akis here. Yeah, 6'4", 260. That's good size. That feels like a New England pick for sure. Jacksonville is on the clock. Jacksonville's on the clock. Saw a typo. I feel like they're having to like rush the analysis. Like I get last year they're kind of mad because they're just sitting there for a long time talking about Shadur. But this year it feels like they're rushing the analysis a bit. Ooh, that's a terrible pick. That's their first pick of the draft. Ugh. Do not love that pick. Is he even on the board for us? We kind of focused on the top 150. I don't know if he even was in the top 150. I mean, that's a Drew Sample pick right there. Yeah, 417 career receiving yards. That's awful. That's a terrible pick. I'm sorry, Jacksonville. Tight end. Did we have? We did not receive that Borkature on here. That's terrible. And that's your first pick of the draft too. That's really rough. I'm not gonna lie. If you're Jacksonville, that's rough. And I can't imagine. I mean, if that's the tight end they liked there, they can't imagine they're in on Stowers. So I don't think they got like sniped for Stowers. $34 million in cap space saving for Minnesota there with the Grenard deal. That's pretty crazy. What do they do with that? Chicago. Let's see. Make sure my boards. Chicago, San Francisco, Houston. Right. Chicago, San Francisco, Houston. I mean, it's just a pure blocker. Like that just feels like the Drew Sample pick. I'm not going. And if you know anything about me, I did not like the Drew Sample pick. Yeah, not even a. That's brutal. I'm sorry. Not even a top 150 guy for us. So didn't even make the horizontal board because he wasn't a top 150 guy. Oh, all right, Chicago. Ticker's gone. All right, a little bit of wheeling and dealing here. Cleveland gets 58, and San Francisco gets 70. All right, let's see what direction Chicago goes here at 57. Oop. Logan Jones is a good pick for Chicago there. I like that one a lot. They traded for Bradbury, obviously, but I don't think Garrett Bradbury's that good. You can also play him in other spots in the interior offensive line as well. He's just a really, really good football player. Makes a ton of sense there for Chicago. Excuse me. Second round grade. 49 or the Browns traded this pick already. I know it still says Niners on the board, but I saw Cleveland is on the clock. So when you take an edge, you had three major needs. You're not going to be able to draft now one of them unless they trade back. Check's already in. Who the Browns taking? Carson Beck. Ooh, man, that's a good pick there. Man, at this stage in the draft, that's a great pick. He's a second round grade. He's a talented player. Versatile piece in the defensive backfield. Their fourth pick. It's Cleveland's having a nice draft so far. Bono, Concepcion, Boston, and McNeil Warren. They've had a nice draft for themselves. Texans. Pick is in. And it stays in Ohio. Northern Ohio. Stays in Northern Ohio. Good for him. Low moving costs. Marlon Klein? No. I don't know about that one. I do not know about that one. Really? Okay. I don't know, Jim. He's got the size. He's got size. He's a tight end. He moves pretty well for his size, but I don't know. I'm not inspired by that pick, which I don't have to be. I'm not Houston, so. Was he on our board? Nope. Another tight end, not on our board. So bad tight ends are running off the board now. That's fun. Tennessee is on the clock here. They traded up. Let's see. Chicago. Where's the Titans next pick? 69. All right, we're into the 60s. Marlon Klein. Not gonna lie, wasn't really expecting him to go for to like probably round 6 tomorrow. But obviously, they like what they see there in Houston. Oh, I didn't put that. Did I put that up? I did. Titans, Rams, Broncos. Tight. Broncos are almost finally up with their first pick. Excuse me. I'm not really feeling the dead space here. I apologize for the good folks at home. I wonder if Jamal McCoy's a possibility. That's a good pick. That would have been the last linebacker I would have been comfortable taking at 72 or 72. So now we're firmly looking at corner here. Keontae Scott, Keith Abney, maybe Jamal McCoy. I don't like any of these round 4 corners here. You're probably looking at nickel options, maybe with Kilgore, Wheatley. You might even approach swing tackle now. Tiernan, Bell, World. I do not love Tiernan. Dunker would be interesting. I would go Bell, given those options. Well, I'd probably go Kilgore. Kilgore would be my pick at 70 at this rate. But we'll see what direction they end up going. I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised one way or the other. Oop, let me get my ticker up to date here. That definitely hurts as far as the path to getting a linebacker goes, because it's getting thin. It's getting thin. I think Bud Clark is another name that I think they'll be interested in here. All right, Rams pick is in. Max Clare. Well, they at least drafted a good tight end. Without the 50s, we're going for the tight ends. At least one good one came off the board. Yeah, Max Clare, talented player. Talented football player. We had a 3rd-round grade on him. I think well deserved. It's about the range that I'd feel comfortable taking Max Clare at. Kind of just a true wide tight end, but he's got the movement ability and the receiving upside to be a little bit more, I think, to be a productive tight end in a pass heavy offense, which I do not feel that way about Marlon Klein or Nate Porter. Sure. Oh, yeah, another trade. Never mind. We're gonna keep waiting if we're Denver. Where are they trading to? The Bills. Bills are on the clock. Probably targeting a receiver here, right? Claire. Flows on the clock. Man, it's gonna get to third round before Denver gets a pick. It's fine. I mean, Buffalo got all those picks yesterday. You might as well use them to move up, right? And given how the board's falling here, I think a trade down at 41 makes a lot of sense. I might be McCoy time, man. It might be time to just bank on upside. I mean, if there's a guy that you might be comfortable taking at 40 at 10 or 41 or whatever, and he's available way down the board like this, like, I don't know, I'm intrigued. I don't know if they'll do it, but I would be intrigued. I mean, you're basically getting a redshirt year out of this guy, anyways, most likely. I hate commercials that take the ticker away. Nope, I do not want to leave. I do not want to stop the stream. That would be bad. The Chargers and Seahawks to finish. Seahawks are almost on the board here. Let's see what direction they go in. Davison Igbinosun, PI specialist. Magnum PI is what they'll be calling him in Buffalo soon. He's a talented player, all jokes aside. He's a talented player. Is someone that if you can coach him up, if you can kind of like rein him in, get him to be, more technically sound as a corner, there's a ton of talent there. But he needs to clean it up because right now he's handsy as hell. He's gonna get picked on early on in his career, I'm sure. Jeez. All right, here we go. Chargers. Who are they taking? That would make a ton of sense here for the Chargers. Emmanuel Bregnon, you said. I didn't take. Did I take this Igbinosun off this board? I did not. Yeah, look at where we had him way down in round 4. I got Akeem Mesidor last night. Bregnon will make a lot of sense for them here. Let's see what direction they go. Oh, they went in that direction. Freaking love his look, man. He looks awesome. He looks like a freaking high school science teacher. Ooh, I butchered his spelling there. Elite look. No question about it. Third round grade, got him here at the end of round 2. I'm chill with that. I think if you're drafting a center, I know they announced him as a guard. He's a center. If they're not drafting a center, I would have taken Connor Liu there. If you want a guard, I mean Manuel Bregnon's right there, so I don't know what that's all about. For now. Oh wow, they're still sticking and picking. All righty. Sticking and picking. I love it. Good for them. I guess they're chill with only a handful of picks. Interesting. Oh, there we go. And then we'll be on to round 3 after night 2. Man. Already starting to be sad it's over. I'm not gonna lie. But then grade season starts and schedule release, and all that fun stuff. AJ Halsey would be interesting. I think you're looking nickel corner here for Cincinnati, though. I think Clark would make sense. Kilgore would make sense. Abney, Scott. I think upside plays McCoy. I think they could also go swing tackle, which I wouldn't love given what the board looks like in both spots. But, I mean, as we've established, they're not listening to me. I'll put you on stage. She's back. Here he is.
I was waiting backstage, buddy.
You're waiting backstage. Sorry, I was looking at my board over here. He's here for Seattle on the clock. He's arrived.
I'm outside, so you do tell me when the pick happens.
Yeah, he's how's the Palouse treating you? There you go.
Look at that, huh? Pretty sweet.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Spring game tomorrow, so very excited for that. It's
Very
just
nice.
gorgeous out. Early morning this morning, 8 a.m. walk.
Yeah, I bet.
Abe Lucas was out there.
Oh, very fun.
Ginormous human being. Probably the largest human I've ever seen.
Wow. There you go.
But yeah. Are they picking, by the way?
Yep, it's about to be in. Here, I'll turn the volume up so you can maybe hear a little bit. There we go. Pittsburgh's such a random pick for the NFL draft. I know they're kind of doing like a tour thing with it, but it's so random.
Yeah.
Bud Clark. Oh, I know you're gonna like that one.
Yeah, Bud Clark.
I knew you'd like that one. That's one I was just on the stream talking about how he's the one I'm targeting in a little bit.
How do you feel about Cassius Howell?
There were players it's not that I don't like him, it's that there were players I would have rather had. Like I think Rodriguez went like 2 picks later, so I was a little upset by that. Golday went like 10 picks later. But I mean, it's funny because he's like the exact opposite of Shamar, who was just like a huge athletic freak with no production. He's like a smaller guy with a ton of production.
He is.
He's athletic, but he's still athletic, though. So I guess in that regard, at least they're both athletic.
Well, there's your Kobe Bryant replacement. Super high production, excellent safety. I knew they'd like him. Not at all surprised. Maybe a little high at 64, but it seems like safeties have been coming off pretty quick.
I guess another thing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say with another thing with the Howell pick, because you mentioned, I knew they'd like him. Cassius Howell is like the exact opposite of a traditional Bengals defensive end. So I think that's another thing. I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah, he is.
But that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
You know how I feel about Cassius Howell. I mean, just best steps off the line. Who are your surprise picks so far? Denzel Boston, poor guy going to the Browns. Max Clare to the Rams. I did not get in their draft.
Oh, what about Avion and AJ teaming up?
That's pretty sweet.
I know. I've never seen that. That's one of the coolest things I've seen.
Who announced the
honestly.
pick for the Seahawks, by the way?
I didn't recognize the guy. They had his
Yeah.
name on the board, but I wasn't paying attention to it. You can
Okay.
probably find the clip on Twitter somewhere, though.
All right. I'm going to go join the rest of my other coaches, but if you're still on by the next Seahawks pick, I'll come on.
I probably won't be, but I'll let you know if I am.
All right. See you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. There we go. Round 3 is starting. Ticker switched over. The round 3 ticker is here. What have I? Bud Clark. That's a fun pick. You know what? They're drafting a couple of Rob's guys here early, which I know he'll be excited by. That's a guy that I would have been interested in at 72 for sure. So it narrows down our options there in the secondary. I might be take a flyer on Jermod McCoy time. And again, I wouldn't hate that. I would have been fine taking that flyer 41. I don't know if they will, but Kilgore would still be interesting for sure as a nickel option. I'd be a fan of that pick.
Second straight year that 7 of Ohio State players are drafted in the first 2 rounds. That is time for their most of 2 rounds in the common draft era. So
They're the top available guys on the board here. Halsey still there. McCoy's are only round 1 grade left. Bell, Dunker, Pregnon, Halsey are only round 2 grades left. So those are the guys to keep an eye on. Yeah, Bell's definitely fallen considering how he was thought of. Or supposedly thought of. Yep. Carson Beck is a Cardinal. I got that picked in for me, so I knew it was coming, but that's wild. I'm sorry. I'm not even a Carson Beck hater. Like, I like some of the things he did in Miami this year, but I don't know about that one, Chief. 3rd round. I guess you're taking a flyer, but I think there's better players still here for sure. He was a lot better as a Hurricane than he was when he was still in what's the word for? Still in Georgia. There you go. Pick is in for the Broncos. They're finally picking.
without this situation, and he gets into that football league, and he ends in it all right. Yeah, look, you gotta be happy for the young man. He did everything that he could during his time in Miami, especially down the stretch in some very big moments. But put himself in this position now where he can go into Arizona, put some pressure on him. He played a lot of ball. He could move on the road, good coaching. He played some big time game, and he's not all the
We are only 6 picks away from Cincinnati. We're back. Share screen. My freaking mouse is dying, so that's good. Denver's on the clock. Missed 2 picks here. Denver getting on Yedem. And then Vegas getting Crawford. I'm going to choose the battery in a second. Philadelphia's on the clock. Here we go. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Edge, Crawford. Fifth round grade for us here. Fernando securing the LinkedIn endorsements is a great touch. That's great. All right, we are 3 picks away from Cincinnati, or 4 picks away from Cincinnati, rather. Philadelphia didn't select Carson. That's for sure. I am still playing catch up here after Wi-Fi went out there for a second. And I know it was the Wi-Fi. It wasn't my computer because the YouTube TV Plus stream of the draft also fell off. Oh, no. I freaking hate this mouse, dude. Okay. That's fine. We don't need the mouse. It's a lot better. It's not convenient that it's dying on the stream. It's, you know, I don't love having to do the hand everything, you know, when I shouldn't have to. Okay, Philadelphia's pick is in. Philly, Chicago, San Francisco. All right, finally can get Crawford here. Slacking on that. I'll pop off for just a second so I can change my. All right, we're back. Philly. Oh, that's. There we go. Philly's up here. Who are they taking? These picks might start coming fast and furious now. 3. They tend to. Mark. Oh, okay. That's the swing tackle I wanted. Makes a ton of sense for Philly. Definitely fits their type for sure. Huge guy and good tape too, especially his pass protector. He's a left tackle in Miami. He's a good player. He's a real good football player. Where's that one too?
Consistent to the frame, he could be a building up space finish here. Yeah, pad level ball is going to be following your 6'9" and change. You're 46 now, but it's an expensive tackle line around this side. So I think we look back to that. That's the thing. It's going to be difficult. Again, it's not
that would have been the swing tackle I would have really liked for Cincinnati at 72. So that's a little bit bummer. But I mean, it's not like they should have taken him at 41. So it's not like they. I'm not saying they should have reached for it. Philly definitely taking on their offense. Had some offensive woes last year at times, and it looks like they're making some concerted efforts to address those for sure. What? Sam Roush, okay. Poor kid couldn't pronounce Sam Roush. Okay, that's interesting. Man, Bears love their tight ends, that's for sure. Another true Y guy, although I think he moves a lot better than some of the guys that went earlier. I wonder if what was I going to say? I wonder if Cole Kmet might be on the base. San Francisco is on clock. Kind of an interesting draft for Chicago. I love their first two picks. I'm a little lower on that last one, but you like what you like, I guess. Yeah, I love that. Romello Hyatt, all right. Oldie. All right, we're getting close to Cincinnati's last pick of the night, unless they're trading back, which I wouldn't hate, honestly. Or if they trade back into the first round, second round, which I wouldn't be a huge fan of given the board. Mellow Height, he was a third round pick. Oh, not denied it. Oh no. Actually, we'll pause. Oh wait, they're not even they haven't picked yet. They're taking their time. I wonder if they're trying to get a trade back. Three, six. Who's still on the board here? The guy that my source. Halsey, say Hood, Young, Allen, Miller, McDonald, both gone. Stooks, McNeil, Warren, Clark, Rodriguez. Okay, so basically everyone that was referenced as a potential second round pick is now off the board. So I have no idea what direction they're going here at 72. Washington is taking their sweet time though, which is fun. There we go. Dang, all the way down to the wire. There we go. Pick is in. All right. All right. So we're one pick away. Again, you're looking. I'd say I love the upside play on McCoy. Scott or Abney would make a lot of sense. Kilgore would maybe be my favorite pick here. For O-line, Dunker, I guess, would be interesting. That'd probably be it. Connor Liu, I guess, is a long-term center option. I'm not drafting a linebacker here. I'm sorry. The board. Kyle Lewis doesn't do a ton for me here. This might be a trade back spot. And I wouldn't complain about that. Again. It won't be a bad move to trade back here. I don't know where Washington's going here. So it says Cincinnati's on the clock. So I don't think they've traded back. I don't believe they have, at least. McCoy would be the upside play that I would be a fan of the upside play here. I would talk myself into it. I think I'd also like Kilgore. My favorite safe pick would be Kilgore. All right, here goes Washington. Why does it keep? Oh, that's why. I think someone turned the timer on. Forgot what year it was. It's not sports capital. It's the capital, I guess. All right, just announce the pick, dude. Just announce the pick. Cool. Someone already told us that. I'm really happy for you. Thank you. Just announce the pick. My goodness. Okay. My goodness. Finally. Goodness gracious, Mark. Couldn't have taken any longer to announce that one. Holy crap. Interesting. Antonio Williams, interesting. down production this past season, but going into the year, a lot of people thought he might be wide receiver 1 or 2. Definitely saw reduced production. All right, now Cincinnati, unless they're trading, which I'm staying away from the phone. Mark spent so much time up there that the pick has definitely already been leaked online if they did make it. So I am staying away. Pick is in. All right, they are not trading back officially. All right, Kilgore McCoy. Come on, give me Kilgore McCoy. Here we go. Takario Davis. Wow. That's interesting. All right. I mean, he's big. Man. Oh, that's interesting. It's not the corner I would have gone with there. If they went the position, I thought they would. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yeah. Did we even have him on the board? We did. We had a 4th round grade on him. Yeah. Don't love that. Do not love that. Not. And then Oscar Delp, who's a player I freaking loved, goes next. Now obviously I didn't think Cincinnati was going to go tight end at this range, but let's see. And then we got Giants here. Giants are up. All right, here we go. What's up, Pandemonium? I don't know. I guess it's a fine upside play. You're kind of hoping. I mean, if you're drafting a guy who was injured all last year, I mean, draft the guy who had amazing tape in 2024. Jeez. I love Oscar Delp, though. That's a great pick for the Saints. I don't know. He's Just didn't have a good year this year. Malachi Fields. All right. That's well. At least they didn't pick the wrong position. Malachi Fields. All right. Fun player. Interesting player. All that. Sicario Davis. What Sicario Davis am I getting? Am I getting 2023 Sicario Davis, or am I getting more seen what the Sicario Davis we've seen more recently? Because the Sicario. Let's see, Sicario Davis. Yeah, way. He didn't have a good year last year. Oh no, there were better options available. Not stoked about that one. All right. Miami. Yeah, they're not that good. So. Caleb Douglas. All right. Is he even on our board? Oh, Malachi Fields. Got to take off here. Yeah, he's not even on our board. Here we go. All right. Not drafting the wrong Texas Tech receiver. Reggie Virgil's still there. Pick for a third round pick for Cincinnati. I could talk myself into how Sicario Davis is. That's not great. That's not great. Oh, let's see. Caleb Douglas. Do I even have Caleb Douglas? Oh, never mind. Just Caleb Douglas. I was like, no. Scared of yourself. How behind? Oh, no, that's right now. Hello. Anyone's hopping the stream now? Probably won't be going on too much longer. Oh. Oh, I did tip to me. That was the pick me up after the I needed after the last pick. Man, that's rough for Pittsburgh. I'm not complaining about Pittsburgh making a rough pick. That's for sure. So the after the crap Cincinnati just pulled, Pittsburgh making another rough pick at the end of the world. Oh no. Yeah, he is. All right. Drew Aller, here we go. That's how I didn't hate. I just thought there were better options. I genuinely can't get behind the Sicario Davis pick. That one I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around. All right, Tampa's trading out. Really trading with the Packers. Green Bay's on the clock. Doing all the production here by myself. Right, let's see. Are there any other spreadsheets to update before I head off? Before I end the stream here? I think I'm running out of them. Nope. Looks good to me.
From Penn State, he's the 19th Penn State player of the Steelers have selected in their history. Was the band the team that was the Steelers Hall of Fame was Jack Ham and Frank Olshas. The Steelers would go to the Packers. With the 77 pick, 126.
Alrighty. Chris McClellan. It's interesting. He was a 5th round grade on our board, so not great value there. I guess that's even worse value than Mario Davis. All right, that might be the last pick of the stream. Chris McClellan to the Packers. If Cincinnati trades back into the 3rd round, which I doubt they will, I'll have that reaction tomorrow because we're streaming all of day 3, no matter what. So that is it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. Thank you for joining for the day 2, night 2 stream. We're a little over 3 hours, so we definitely, I know we're cutting a little short here, but we still took it pretty far. So thanks for watching. If one of us clicks like, we all click like. One of us subscribe, we all subscribe. Thanks for watching. Drive safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.